Hey guys, Cam here from TodaysiPhone.com, and I wanted to show you this case for iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. It's by a company called Pelican, and it's called the Pelican ProGear CE1150 Protector Series iPhone case. Now, for the sake of making it easier, I'm just going to call it the ProGear Protector Series iPhone case. That doesn't really make it easier, but you get my point. It's a very long name, it's a bit of a mouthful, but it is, as far as I can see, it's a fairly decent case for iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. Like a lot of cases, it's made from two different materials. You've got the harder polycarbonate shell on the outside, which you can see here, and on the inside is the white lining, which is sort of a rubberized material, which the two combined are supposedly they'll absorb your shock and stop your iPhone from getting any sort of damage from any small drops or bangs and scrapes. Both pieces of the case have got both materials. So you've got this base part and then you've got this kind of bumper bit that clips over the top. Now, to actually put your iPhone in, you just simply rest it on top of the back shell, and then you clip the bumper around until all the tabs are in place. So if I just zoom in like so, you'll see that we've got a few tabs that need just clipping into place all the way around. Now, once you've checked that all your tabs are in place, you just to do that, you just check around all the way around the outside. You'll see that everything is in place. Now, on the bottom, you have a rather large exposed area, but that's to give you access to all the places you need to get to every day. So your lightning port, your speaker, your microphone, your headset jack, as is the norm these days. Your volume buttons are covered, and to press those, it's a little bit stiff, but you still get a fairly good feedback from those. Your mute switch is exposed as well, and it's quite a big indent, and it's easy enough to get to that and to flick it on or off. The power and lock key, again, is covered by a flexible button, and that is fairly hard to press. You can't really feel it as much. It's quite a stiff material and it's quite thick, but it does work fairly well, as you can see from here. Now, in terms of overall quality, apart from one fault I found with it, it is a really good case. It will offer good drop protection. It offers you protection against daily scrapes and bangs, like I've already mentioned. But there are a couple of things that aren't perfect about this case, and I'll show you the first one. First one is here. You can see there's a small gap where there is nothing holding it. Oops. You can see there's a small gap where there's nothing really holding it to the base. So the top part isn't really being held tightly. You can see I can press it closed and it springs back again. So because it's quite a tight-fitting case, the areas where there are no tabs holding it shut will tend to open ever so slightly. I've not noticed that it gives it any poor performance, but it is obviously a design flaw. On the bottom here, you'll see that the very edge of the home button is ever so slightly covered by the part that goes around the screen. But again, it doesn't really affect performance. You can see I'm pressing my home button now and it works just fine. And when I'm unlocking my screen using Touch ID, it works straight away. So it doesn't affect performance. Again, it's just one of those little oversights that they could perhaps have looked at to improve the case before launching, or maybe for the next one when that comes. In terms of protection, again, you can see it's got like a raised lip just above the screen, just around the outside, so it will offer some protection if you drop your phone face first. It doesn't have a built-in screen protector, but obviously use a thin film or something like that, because if you use anything thicker, it will again push the case, that part of the case out, and it will struggle to fit onto the base part. So it's a very tight fitting case. It's very protective, but you need to weigh up whether it's something that you want. In terms of design, it does make your phone a little bit wider, but it kind of tapers up towards the top here and it makes it slightly narrower. It's fairly comfortable to hold. Not the most comfortable, but again, it's a very protective case. They're generally not this small and slim. All in all, though, it's a decent case. I will leave a link for where you can buy it. It's available at PelicanProGear.com. They cost $39.95 and they're available in a few different colors. This is the white and blue, but you do get grey and orange, and there's a black and a red one as well. But if you want to ask me any questions in the meantime about this, you can do. I'm at TIP_cam, and this has been the Pelican ProGear CE1150 Protector Series iPhone case for iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S, and I will see you again soon.